York's classic rock, Q1043.
Hey, Facebook Live. Welcome to Q104.3. In the studio, we love doing live. You know, we do live at 5. But one of the great live performers in the world, Warren Haynes. Gov't Mule, new album coming out in a couple of weeks on the 28th. It is Bring On the Music live at the Capitol Theater, Volume 1. You're getting an album, double album. You're getting a CD, DVD, and Blu-ray, 5 hours of music. But because Warren's really cool and he's been a buddy for all this time, live in the studio on Facebook, playing on the air, on your social media, on the interwebs.
Interwebs, that's right, yeah.
Warren Haynes, welcome back to Q104.3.
Thank you. Glad to be back, as always.
Man, I'm looking at this album. Yeah, again, the hardest thing for a great live performer to me is capturing it live. If anybody's seen you with the Allman Brothers or the Dead or Gov't Mule or solo knows the magic of a performer who's electric and playing live. And I say that to you as a friend. You just have that thing. But sometimes capturing it on recording it, you hear it and you go, well, it's good, but it didn't get the You know, there's no knob for capturing the
Yeah, you just never know, you know, till you do it if it's gonna capture it or not, you know. And all our favorite live performances through the years, it was like catching lightning in a bottle, I guess, you know.
Yeah, but the Cap has always been a special place.
It's a great place. It's a good visual venue. It sounds wonderful in there, and of course the history of that place. You know, I saw the Stones there before they shut down, before the Capitol closed down, for one of their promo type small venue shows.
Right,
and it was fabulous. You know?
So, Pete Shapiro, we're giving you a lot of love. Thank you, Pete, for bringing it back to its glory.
Absolutely.
So, it's live at 5. It's live on Facebook. You got that gorgeous Gibson guitar. Could you play something for us?
Sure. We were talking off mic about the song "Beautifully Broken," which is on the release, and I think I've never done that up here. Either way, if I have, it was a long time ago.
It's just gorgeous. Please, Warren Haynes doing "Beautifully Broken." On electric solo. It's kind of acoustic-ish.
We'll call it acoustic-ish. That sounds good.
Okay.
I like that.
Q104.3.
Mysterious, blown in with the night, all this beauty captured in a frame, visibly shaken but never stirred, drives them insane. I see the way she plays her man, and I know I've got to know her name. She's so beautifully broken, shaped by the wind, dangerously twisted. Here I go again. I see the way she cast her spell. It's like drowning in moonlight. Discards them when she's done. They're lost in her twilight. I watch her move from star to star, and I wonder why it feels so right. She's so beautifully broken. You can barely see the flaw, especially from a distance, which is always how I fall. Why do I fall for the dangerous ones, the ones that never learn to let go? And why can break her when she has already been so beautifully broken, shaped by the wind, dangerously twisted. Here I go again. Here I go again. Here I go again.
Just gorgeous. Warren Haynes live at Q104.3. That's the magic I'm talking about. It's not laser lights. It's not dancing. It's not, having like confetti coming down. It's your heart. If you put your heart out to the audience and bring it back, that's where it all comes from. And, even the Stones, and you think about all the razzle dazzle that they do. Paul McCartney, Warren, he's doing 3-hour shows. He doesn't take a break, no intermission. And he's just playing his songbook of 60 years of music that and what, everybody in his band says the same thing. It matters to him every night. He goes, you know what his favorite venue is to play? His favorite venue is the one he's playing that night. Could be, and I was wondering, is that the magic for you? It doesn't matter where it is. This is where we are tonight.
Well, there are venues that you're going to have a great show. And the Beacon is one of those. MSG is one of those. The Capitol Theater is one of those. Red Rocks in Colorado. But I always say you can have a great show anywhere there's a great audience, and that's really the key. Sometimes you walk on stage and you say maybe you're a little under the weather, you didn't have enough sleep, whatever the situation. You go, I'm not feeling so great tonight. As soon as you walk out, that all changes. The energy from the audience is tremendous, and we're lucky to have an audience that goes on that journey with us night after night, pushes us to go places we would never go without them, and it's quite an amazing thing.
Yeah, it really is. Even as solo acoustic, when I've seen you on stage, it's a two-person act. It's the audience and you. Yeah, the audience is performing with you in its own way.
That's right, and we talk about that. I wrote some liner notes for the new release, and it talks about the relationship between us and our audience and how we wouldn't be doing this. We wouldn't even have the opportunity to still be doing it 25 years later if it wasn't for the audience. And I don't mean that in a cliche way. I mean it about our specific audience, not just any audience, but the audience that encourages us to go beyond what we could do in the studio, because that's really what we're trying to do. A lot of bands try to figure out how to recreate what they did in the studio, recreate that live. And we're the opposite. we want to go in the studio and capture what we know we can do live, or at least some glimpse of that.
This album, so 25 years of Gov't Mule. Here it is. Bring on the music. It's what it's always been about. Starting a summer tour in a couple of weeks, kicking off the release of this at the Stone Pony in Asbury Park on the 28th. In a week from Friday. So that's another great live venue with passionate music fans. This album on vinyl, on CD, DVD, Blu-ray, 5 hours of material, unreleased stuff. To me, sitting down for an evening, that's the difference, I think, between the Gov't Mules and Allman Brothers and the Deads of the world, just musicians, is that you're not there for one song. This is not a thing you stream on shuffle. This is the thing I sit down with a fine adult beverage or a bottle of wine and just melt into it and let you take me away. And we go on the journey together.
Well, and you mentioned Asbury Park. I would be remiss if I didn't point out the concert film, Bring On the Music, was directed by our friend Danny Clinch.
Nice.
Who's done Pearl Jam and Ben Harper and Willie Nelson and Neil Young and Bruce Springsteen and on and on and on, Fish and Dave Matthews. We've known Danny for a long, long time. He's from Asbury Park. That's his home, and so there's a cool little kismet about doing the day that it comes out we're in Asbury Park, his home, and it's 25 years for us that we've been a band. Which is still hard for me to fathom. It's really flown by, you know.
Awesome. All right. So, hey, can we get another song as long as we're live here in the studio?
Yeah. Let me see if I'm in tune. We'll see what happens here.
Okay.
So I did this Elmore James tribute record recently, and Billy Gibbons came into the studio with me, and we did this tune together. And it's kind of one of those under the radar kind of things that's out there, but you have to know to look for it. But it's really cool. So I thought I might do that. That would be fun.
It's an Elmore James song?
It's an Elmore James song called Mean Mistreated Mama. And we recorded it in Nashville, and Billy and I played together on it. And we did it about 1 a.m. as the blues should be, right?
All I can add to that is how.
Mean mistreated mama, you mistreat me all the time. Oh, I said you're mean mistreated mama, you mistreat me all the time. I'm trying to tell you how much I love you, but you don't pay that no man. One of these mornings, and it won't be very long, you're gonna look for me. Well, down the road I'm gone. You mean mistreated mama, mistreat me all the time. Trying to tell you how much I love you, you don't pay that no mind. Tell you, baby, how much I care. I'm trying to tell you, baby, wanna take you anywhere. I mean, mistreated mama, you mistreat me all the time. I'm trying to tell you how much I love you, but you don't pay that no mind. So ain't it lonesome sleeping all by yourself? The one you've been loving is in love with someone else. Ain't it lonesome, baby, sleeping all by yourself? One you've been loving is in love with someone else. Mean mistreated mama, mistreat me all the time. Well, you mean mistreated mama, you mistreat me all the time. I'm trying to tell you how much I love you, but you don't pay that no man.
That's awesome. Some blues from Warren Haynes live in the studio, Q104.3. Kicking off the release of this, Gov't Mule. It is Bring On the Music live at the Capitol Theater, Volume 1, vinyl, CD, Blu-ray, DVD. We'll see you at the Stone Pony on the 28th and a summer tour to follow. 25 years for Gov't Mule. Mule.net to find out all the details. Warren Haynes, thank you so much.
Good to see you, Ken. Thank you.
New York's classic rock, Q1043.